Hello guys, I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to see 3 replays of the T-62A. 3 best battles, I would say. One battle is going to be good damage in the game, another battle is going to be good assisting damage, and the third battle is going to be good things combined, right? This is the plan, and we recently finished the T-62A up to 100% of the mark of excellence, following with 140, and it was, I don't even know, it wasn't a bad experience, you know. I can't say this tank is garbage or this tank is bad. I think it's completely fine even nowadays, right? I am more afraid of the other vehicles like 1-1. This tank is going to be so much more scary than T-62A by any means, right? So what we are doing in this battle, fellas, we are taking a typical bush over there. If you never ever use it, I would highly recommend to do that. You see this bush over there? Knock those trees down, and what you can get from all this, you can get a cover for yourself, right? In a way. And you can pretty much cover all sides. I recently started using this strategy and I love it with all my heart, okay? It is just beautiful. I love it with all my heart right there. So pay attention what is happening. We can cover this side and we can pretty much bang everyone which is playing super aggressively like this, right? So calm down, relax, and prepare for some snipes. This is how you are starting the battle in this map. At least this is how do I start the game, and it's amazing. If you are playing with a light tank though, pay attention where 39 is chilling. 39 is chilling in the main bushes right there, as you can see, and he is pretty much providing us with spots, and we are shooting for him. So yep, easy peasy, snipes everywhere, into the left and to the right. And if enemies are having the light tanks which is being aggressive, which have some brave thoughts, we are simply banging them, right? Okay, when we are done with the lights, wait a second, we are not done with the light tanks yet. As you can see, the CBR is being brave cookie, but it is matter of the time whenever he's going to mess up and whenever we are going to punish him. By the way, one more highlight from my point of view. I do not recommend going and making a hardcore pressure over there because it's kind of useless, right? I simply don't think it is a good idea, it's a good plan. And as you can see, EBR making a pressure, EBR is taking one for the team. EBR making pressure, EBR is taking one for the team. It's just perfect case scenario for us, right? Good, that's what we need. 2000 damage dealt already, and I am thinking I am not extremely happy with the current situation, so I kind of want to move in, right? I know they have a lot of guys in the medium line right there, sorry, into the heavy line over there, right? But in the same time, I kind of want to help our team to clear up this side over there. That's what I want to do, and we are being a bit more aggressive, but in the same time, right, whenever our guys is going to die over there, enemies will make a hardcore pressure. And once again, we can use the same bush which we crafted in the start of the battle, so we can provide assisting damage for our team and we can do some damage. That's what we wanted, right? So once again, be patient, fellas. There is no reason to make a hardcore pressure. It's simply not really worth it, right? Calm down, relax, take it easy, and drink some water. Meanwhile, Fosh 155 is getting spotted in the middle of the nowhere, although he turned at the right time, so I did not manage to punish him for his mistake which he did right there. But once again, everything is fine. I am simply waiting until the heavy tanks will make a pressure, and as you can see, they are not making pressure. And in the same time, I can tell you one thing: we have a good protectors over there, Jack Pizda and the T-95. But I have another strategy, and what we are going to do, since the enemy heavy tanks is not making pressure, right? We can do sneaky breaky technique. We can go piri like this and spot the guys which is playing around this area and hopefully punish them. But what happened over there, unfortunately, the standard B is making a pressure on us, and obviously he managed to spot us, which is not very good. Actually, wait a second, he did not spotted us? How is it even possible? That's actually very interesting thing. No, we got spotted, but for some reason Sixth Sense did not work it, or maybe I did not notice that because I'm talking a bit too much. everything is fine, it doesn't matter. I know about the Foch 155 which is sniping from the back. I am very very aware of that, but in the same time I want to make a pressure. And once again, we are still spotted for like 5 seconds, so if we will take one from the Foch 155, it's my fault. Oh well, I deserve this. It doesn't matter anyways. It is only the start for us, right? And now it is about the time to shine. Whenever we are securing this position over there, we can actually snipe and we can actually bang the people which is playing around this area, and we can actually do a very very bad things for a people which is playing around this area. So once again, fellas, look, we are pretty much in the open field right here, and we are running from the Mr. Foch, but it is completely fine. No complaints, fellas, no regrets. Everything is looking Gucci. And once again, what we will try to do, we will try to craft the angle for the Foch 155 and we will try to spot him. This is our plan. I am thinking, am I going to be safe from the T-95, and I am feeling completely fine. I am feeling safe right there. And even though the start is not looking very good, I mean, we have only 3,200 damage, we lost half of the hit points, and the battle is kind of going for the end. Believe me, it's not the end. We still can get more, fellas. Patience is the key. If we will make a pressure for the T-95, it's not going to be very good thing, and I can tell you why, fellas. It's not going to be a good thing because they have Artas and they have Foch 155, which is pretty much covering this T-95, right? This is very very important thing. So keep this in mind. Also, our team is securing the cap circle, so I am only one guy over there, and now I need to figure out what the flying FI is supposed to do. So far 3,500 damage dealt and only 800 damage assisting, but enemy Arta is getting spotted, so we will try to punish him, and obviously we are doing that successfully. I'm thinking Clicker is going to die in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Clicker is dead, hip hip hooray. Now when the Foch 155 decide to F off from the middle, now we want to go aggressively for a T-95, and in my opinion this is going to be a second mistake. The first mistake was when I took one for the team from the Foch 155, and the second mistake right now is for me not to load the gold, right? I think this is the main mistake which I am doing here. Why so? Because it's just simply a bad decision from my side. I could penetrate him so much easier with the hits right there, but apparently I am brave baboon and I'm making a pressure. He's down to one shotable, I'm trying to craft the angle, and since we are not shooting the hits, I managed to throw the first shot. I'm aiming for his side right there, and unfortunately I took one for the team. Well, that one for the team was 871 straight in the face, so that's quite bad. Anyways, 4,200 damage dealt, 800 assisting damage, and this battle is not victory. They still have a Centurion, they have Foch 155, they still have a Clicker and the Patton in the middle of the nowhere, and I have no bloody clue where they're flying, if this Patton is, because he might try to defend his spawn and help his art, or alternatively he might go in front and try to kill our clickers, right? Anyways, what I want to do here, I want to eliminate the guns for obvious reasons, and I have heat loaded. Luckily the heat went through the Foch, and now I'm not stopping. I am just making a pressure towards the Centurion. Why so? Because in my opinion the Centurion is going to go immediately for Artas, and Artas is sitting in the ditch right here, right? And you know what, we need to help those poor clickers, right? So let's see where the Centurion is. Centurion is getting spotted in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I can smell Centurion ass, fellas. Centurion is going for Artas, right? Centurion is getting spotted, 600 hit points for him, hip hip hooray, it doesn't matter. We can hit him in the ass, kaboom, first hit, and can we finish him off? Pretty please, absolutely yes. Centurion is dead. So they have a Patton and they have Arta left. We are on 5,500 damage right now, but I know we still can get more. And plus on top of that, if I'm not mistaken, we should have a blind shot for into the Foch 155, if I'm not mistaken. By the way, this is the highest damage battle with a T-62A. So considering the 140 performance and the T-62A performance, that wasn't that good. By the way, I am in trouble. Patton is shooting hits. I am down to one shotable, and you know what? We are in very big trouble. But the Patton is so unlucky. I remember this situation very, very well. He missed 2 shots already. He's down to one shot. I am down to one shotable for him, and you know what? He's going and moving and making hardcore pressure, and you know what? RNG said no for him, and he missed even the last shot right there. I missed the shot. He missed the shot. We are trading the misses to the left, to the right. I'm trying to find the angle to hit his cupola, and kaboom, Patton is dying. Skill, you gold noob. Yep, I know. How dare I? I'm such a terrible person. Nah, for real, I was out of the standards. But even though if I would have a standards, probably I would shoot the gold right there. So, yep. Here you go, fellas. The best battle with a T-62A. Only one Arta is not spotted, and what we are doing, we are approaching him from a different angle, right? So he won't expect us to come from over there. He will aim to the different area. That's what I want to do, and here you go. Clicker was aiming somewhere else. I caught 2 shots from our clickers, and we finished the battle. Now, immediately, let's go and check the score. I really want to show you this, because maybe this is going to be the best strategy ever, to show the score after the battle. So in the end of the video, we won't forget the score. Maybe this is the right way to do the things. Leave the comment in the comment section down below, and also, fellas, feel free to share your opinion. What do you think is better tank, T-62A or 140? I am very, very curious, and I can already smell the answer. Like 90% of the people is going to say one particular vehicle, but you know, I still have hopes, I still have dreams, and I am very, very curious what you think. So right here, fellas, we are using the replay manager. We are checking the damage right here. We are going to the tier 10 and medium tanks. Here we go. Now pay attention into the score. Speaking about the damage, 140 is up here over there, and as you can see, the T-62A compared to the 140 have only couple of battles 6,000 plus, which is kind of sad, to be honest. But once again, game is not equal for a game, and matchmaking is not equal for matchmaking, right? Anyways, 7,000 damage, 6 kills, 800 assisting damage, 1.1 base experience, and minus 30,000 credits because I derped quite some hits. And now I don't want to spoil the score in the other battle. I am going to do some magical tricks, so let's do this. Like I said before, fellas, we are going to come back with good assisting damage. So what battle can be better than Prokhorovka for assisting damage, right? And you are going to see quite interesting strategy right here. First of all, there is no lights. And how many of you used this bush before? This bush is very, very safe, but extremely rewarding in the same time. You might wonder, what bush is this? Not this one. This is a standard bush. I'm using this one. It's way, way, way safer, and in the same time we can get so much more use. So now, relax, take it easy, get yourself cup of tea or cup of coffee, and just enjoy the view. By the way, fellas, don't mind me if I do. Oh, it's not that easy, okay? The game is actually hard right there, just saying, okay? Sitting in the bush, having a good time, spotting all enemy team. Because there is no light tanks over there, so pay attention, fellas, pay attention. This is a magical bush, okay? An extremely magical bush. As you can see, we are getting some assisting damage to the left, to the right, and skill, you started only with 1,000. Yep, this is only the start, fellas. So, Remember this bush, especially when there is no light tanks, you can go here with a tank destroyer, you can go here with a medium tank if you have a respectable camo. And if you have a good view range, you can spot all those bushwankers which is sitting in the base. And all we need to do, we need to sit here, okay? And I know, it sounds bad, and the score is not looking that epic now because we have only 1000 assisting damage, but give me a second. Every single person which is going to get hit right here, he is going to take one for the team, okay? Enough of chilling, it's time to do some things. What do I mean by saying it's time to do some things? It's time to speed the battle up. It is 4 times more speed, and I just want to give you the point how this bush is looking like, because I believe it's not the most interesting thing to look into the same bush for bloody 10 minutes or something, right? So IS-4 is making pressure right here, he's getting completely destroyed. If this Death Star is moving over there, he's taking one for the team for one particular reason. You see, there is a gap, and there is a gap over there. So if he is moving to this side or he's moving to this side, he's going to take one for the team immediately, right? So he is trying to escape, and this is not very good. Fava is trying to relocate. This is not very good because he is going to take one for the team. And if someone is going to try to cross like this, like the 140 does, he is going to take one for the team, 4,800 assisting damage, and it is about the time to move for us. Why we are moving right here? Pit stop. Why we are moving right here, it is extremely simple thing, right? We are moving right here just because there is no things to do for us in the previous position, right? We are going back to the normal speed right here, and now I am providing our team with assisting damage over there, right, from the hill. So if someone is making a hardcore pressure from the hill, we are going to spot them. You might wonder, skill, how to spot them. This is the bush where you want to be in. This is the bush, okay? I am not going here yet just because the budget made a hardcore pressure and I'm spotting him, so why not to do so, right? But I am thinking how to take the proper bush right here. I'm trying to shoot him, obviously I missed, and that was quite silly thing, but after 10 seconds I'm going to feel like a fresh pickle right here. Meanwhile, Progetto tried to make a pressure, and once again our bushwankers can simply bang them to the left, to the right, and that's exactly what we want. But right here I am kind of paranoid of the people which might try to make a pressure here. So now I need to make pretty much decision what the flying F do I want to do. Do I want to take this typical bush, or do I want to take this this bush over there, or do I want to go super aggressively like this? But looks like my decision is going to pay off because we managed to spot the 430U, which is making a hardcore pressure, and I have a heats loaded. Plus on top of that we have some bushwankers over there which will definitely help for us if enemies are doing something bad. Plus on top of that, as I believe you noticed, enemies do not have anyone over there yet, so I am feeling relatively safe, right? That's great. 8,400 assisting damage so far, and for Mark of Excellence, fellas, sometimes the most important thing is to get the, not sometimes, all the time, the most important thing is to get the most score combined, not the most damage dealt or something, right? So now we are sitting in this bush and we are waiting until the enemies are going to do something special. I'm speeding the things up right there, right? Progetto is making a hardcore pressure and he's getting banged for his stupidity or for his mistake, although he cost our team 2 tanks, so that was a smart trade. So we are left with Sterva and with Arta. Arta is getting killed. We are left with Sterva and me. And now I'm thinking, how the bloody F I supposed to play this battle? So I decided to relocate over there because Sterva is at the back and we want to spot. This is still winnable. I have full hit points, and if I'm not going to make any mistakes, everything is going to be very, very good. And in my opinion, we played this battle very, very well. But now the mistakes will start happening, or unlucky things will start happening. So Sterva is making a hardcore pressure over there, and we have Sterva as a sniper schnitzel, which is very, very good thing, right? And I want to keep this guy spotted. It's very, very important thing for us, fellas. Believe me, it's super important. So if we will keep this guy spotted, our Sterva is going to bang him and life is going to be so much more beautiful. He's down to 2 shotable for our Sterva, and right here what I need to do, I need to be very patient, but I am not that patient, okay? I made a hardcore pressure over there, and now I'm getting punished for my stupidity. Meanwhile, the 430U is over there, and that was such unlucky shot, to be completely honest with you, but because I definitely could kill the 430U because he was over side scrapping, and oh well, what can you do? Not much, fellas. Not much. Anyways, that was a great battle. We managed to get pretty much 11,000 combined or something, right? And Esterva is getting killed. I believe it's not a big surprise whatsoever. But overall, everything was quite well until the moment when the wild 430U showed off, and we did not manage to penetrate his side. Imagine, we are penetrating his side, the Esterva is getting killed by our Esterva, and then we are dealing with a 2 Death Stars or Trash Burn Death Star, whatever, doesn't matter, right? It could be so much better. But once again, I am not complaining too much. That was a great score in my opinion, and we did everything properly. And yes, you are going to see the score of this battle literally in 1 second. So as you can see, any medium tank can be like a light tank if you know what you are doing. Let's say like that. So replay manager, assisting damage. Where is that battle? Here you go, fellas. In the end of the day, we managed to finish with a 10,600 assisting damage over there, and we got 1,200 damage dealt, right? And once again, if those two guys would be dead, then we would carry the game, but you know, if I would not have balls, I would not have balls. So, yeah. Anyways, great performance, good battle. Everything went well, and even though we did not manage to win this, it was great play in my opinion. Anyways, let me find another video for you fellas, and this is going to be the third one with a T-62A. Let's do this. And we are back, my lovely friends. I had better battles than this, but I remember this battle. What do I mean by saying that? I mean Prokhorovka after Prokhorovka. Obviously in Prokhorovka it's easy to spot and do damage in the same time, but I simply I want to show you something else, and this is the battle which I want to show, right? Battle in Studzanki. What kind of decision we are making right here? We are going to the south side of this map, because north, in my opinion, is just no bueno, unless you are playing with a heavy tank and you want to hold that side. But south side is the one where you want to make some kind of pressure, or simply figure out what do you want to do in overall. It's more flexible line, that's what I want to say, right? So as you can see, our team is making a big pressure idea, but we don't really care about that, what our team is doing. First of all, we are being relatively safe over there, and we are waiting and we are checking out the things what enemies are going to do. And oh boy, I can tell you one thing. This object 268, he is brave cookie. He is peeking sideways like a professional tank destroyer. And you know what? It's great. His mistakes, our victories pretty much. And as you can see, he's still going. He is saying, I am brave mother trucker. This is quite a rare thing to see the tank destroyer that brave, but you know, probably he have no patience. Maybe he have a bad day, or maybe that's how he is playing with a tank destroyer. Anyways, we are starting our battle with 1,200 damage dealt, which is hip hooray, good thing for us. But you know what we are interested in? We are interested in the people which is playing in the Delta Charlie 4-5, okay? Because from this bush over there which we are taking, we can pretty much spot all of them, all of the people which is playing here, the bushwankers which is sitting over there, the bushwankers which is sniping from over there, and this is the right way to do the things in my opinion. So here you go. Plus on top of that, we can use the double bush ourselves here, and we can actually do damage, and we can shoot in the same we can spot and we can do damage in the same time. That's great, right? But in the same time, I have a sense of smell right here. What kind of sense of smell? I don't really think enemies have that many forces over there bushwanking. So what am I doing? I am making a bit more pressure right here, because I want to get this sweet assisting damage, and in the same time, I want to do damage for the enemies over there. And now the most important thing. If enemies do not have any bushwankers right here, we can take this position and we can pretty much eliminate them from the game. But It's not the time yet. Key-91 is getting spotted, and obviously I'm bouncing from the side, but it happens, and I changed my mind immediately, just because I want to be brave. And this 430U is making a pressure here. So look, mistakes were made. First of all, we are spotting the grille, and this Fava is going through the open field. So this is just abomination. Enemies are playing bad, and we are simply punishing them for their mistakes and for their stupidity. Track! Ooh! 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 The poor T-57. Now look, this is the situation where this vehicle is shining, to be honest. We are loading hits and we are pretty much asking for a heavy tanks. What's up? How is your day going? And enemy heavy tanks is saying, my day is no bueno. Obviously, to deal with a hold down IS-7, it's not so easy, but it is how it is. And once again, I'm not too interested in the IS-7 when the 277, his brother from other mother, is trying to side scrap with a V-shaped nose, and when we have the hits, we can simply deal with him to the left, to the right. It's just perfect for us, right? Plus, on top of that, we are getting assisting damage over there. Now, once again, fellas, this battle is containing shit ton of the hit spam. It's just how it goes, it's just how it works, and that's why we are having this kind of performance, and that's why we are playing against the heavy tank super duper hyper turbo aggressively, right? Currently, I am just waiting until the chieftain is going to shoot once, right? That's what I want to see. If the chieftain is shooting, then we can go for him sideways, right? And I think he just shot right there, but probably when I was playing the battle in the real time, I did not realize that. And now I'm saying, F this, let's go. We are aiming for a tracking shot. And you know what? This is a big fat gangbang because he is not focusing me, which is completely understandable. If I would see shit ton of the heavy tanks over there, I would probably do the same thing. So here you go. This is our ending. 5 minutes battle, action non-stop pretty much, and here you go. Perfect play in my opinion in the Studzanki map, but obviously enemy team was quite weak, so this is the thing which we definitely need to keep in mind, and we definitely need to highlight. T-62A, what is my opinion about this vehicle? Well, to be completely honest with you, I think everything is fine with T-62A. I think it is still beautiful tank even in the current game meta. I think this vehicle is not requiring any buffs or any nerfs. I think it's just typical medium tank. Obviously, it's not for everyone, and a lot of people will say STB1 is better because of the gun depression and you can play hold down. Absolutely, you can, but still, this is Ruski medium, this is Russian classic in a way. Remember, back in the day, if I'm not mistaken, 140 was not the thing. T-62A was only one Russian medium tank, and if I'm not mistaken, that tank wasn't buffed for pretty much never. At least that's what I think. Anyways, let's check the battle and let's check the overall performance with this vehicle over there. Filters, tier 10 medium tank, kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. And as you can see, fellas, we had a better performance, for example, in Prokhorovka, 10 grand combined, right? And in Studzanki it was only pretty much 9,000, which went at least for Mark of Excellence, right? If I'm not mistaken. Let's see the results. Yeah, absolutely. It's showing only the score which went for Mark of Excellence in the replay manager, but it doesn't matter. We still managed to get over 10,000 combined. If you are not playing for marks, if you are playing for marks, it was like 9,000, right? And as you can see, Prokhorovka was better performance. Another Malinovka 5,000 assisting damage, and so on, so on. Anyways, I think the 140 and T-62A, they're extremely similar. The difference between them is not super huge, it's not super big, and 140 is just tiny touch better than T-62A. Although if you are chasing marks, T-62A is so much easier to mark than 140, although 140 is not the hardest to mark either way. Thank you so much for watching. That was your daily dose of skill, fellas, and see you next time. Peace.